Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and make this quick video. Thank you everybody for your kind words on my last video about my drama at Safeway. I really do appreciate it. Whew, okay, so here's the deal. Okay, why do you keep going in the wipes? Leave the wipes alone. Here's the deal. When my husband got home, he could tell that I was upset. Okay, so he demanded I tell him what happened, what was wrong. He seemed like, you know, he was upset about it. And then when I told him, you know, we came home and our son told me like, wow, Mom, he was mean. Then he was like really upset. Because then he was like, oh, so he disrespected you in front of the kids and the kids like witnessed this, you know? Because he just doesn't think it's inappropriate for men to disrespect women, period. But nonetheless have a man disrespecting me in front of his children. Now he's really irate. So he called the 1-800 number. Well, first of all, I had to block him from leaving the house because I was like, you going over there, this upset, causing a scene. I mean, he's one of those guys who will like punch you first and ask questions later, okay? So I basically had to like lock the door and be like, look, you need to just calm down, call the 1-800 number. I already called them. They told me they're going to have the district manager call me. You know, it's fine. Like, I don't even want to go back over there. I don't want to think about it. Like, I'm over it. I don't want to shop there. Like, it is what it is. And he was just kind of like, well, I'm going to call. So then he calls the 1-800 number. Stop, please. He calls the 1-800 number, you know, and he's like, okay, so my wife called, this is what happened, I don't appreciate this and this and this, I want the district manager to call me right now, I'm not playing, this and this and this. And they're like, well, I'm sorry, but the district manager, you know, he's out of his office for the day, he's gonna have to call you when he gets the message, or whatever. And he's like, fine. So then, you know, I'm cooking dinner, and I'm like, yeah, they overcharged me $5, but at this point, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Like, I don't want to deal with them. And so then that was, like, his gateway to get to the store. And he's like, I'll go get it. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, you're not going. No. And he was like, no, really, I'm just going to get the $5. So he goes and he gets the $5. And then he's like, where's your store manager? So then he talks to the store manager. And my husband is already upset, right? Like, he walks into the store upset. Agitated, I should say. And he's just kind of like, you know, I don't appreciate you talking to my wife that way. I don't appreciate you disrespecting her. I don't appreciate you disrespecting her in front of my children. I don't appreciate the way you spoke to her. I don't appreciate the accusations that you had flying out of your mouth. I don't appreciate you telling her she was wasting your time, blah, 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 blah. Store manager is kissing his ass. Deny, 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 kiss ass, kiss ass, kiss ass, okay? So then my husband's just kind of like, look, even if you don't think that you were being disrespectful, if she thinks you're being disrespectful and someone calls you on it, your first response should be, I'm sorry that she felt that way. That was not my intention. I'm sorry if I came across as being rude or disrespectful. I am sorry. None of that. None of that. Alright? So then, you know, he's angry and he basically tells the dude, like, I'm about to leave right now. Okay? I'm about to leave right now. He, like, came home and he told me, had I not walked away, I would have just punched him dead in his face. Which I don't need. My husband is in the military. Y'all know how that plays out, right? So I was just kind of like, good. Leave the wipes alone, please. That's the last time I'm telling you. Sorry, all up in my grill. Anyway. So I was just kind of like, damn, like, I just want him to at least take semi-ownership of the way he acted. I just want, sorry, that's your boy. He don't listen. He needs to stop touching them wipes. Anyway, so I just wanted him to take, no, you need to stop. I just wanted him to take semi-ownership of it, you know, even if he didn't think he was being disrespectful. You know, because for me, I worked in customer service for a long time. And even when I'm right, I'm not right. Even when I know I'm right, I'm wrong. Okay? So, you know, you're the store manager. Set the example. Okay? Customer service should be your #1 priority because if you treat the customers well, they will shop at your store. And let me tell you something. Safeway is astronomically priced. Okay? So if you want me to shop at your store, it isn't going to be because of the great prices. It's going to be because I'm treated well. Because I'll drive my ass 15 miles to Albertsons just because I like the customer service. And they also have astronomical prices, okay? Just saying. So the district manager called me. Now, I'm not trying to pass judgment on him, but I'm getting the feeling by the way that he's speaking to me right off the bat that, you know, he's kind of like, oh, here we go with this chick. You know what I mean? So, Ruben, stop, please. Stop. So I was just kind of like, you know, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I'm like, look, this is the issue. They wouldn't scan. I asked to go to a different scanner. Then when I requested to speak to the store manager about it, he came at me and had an attitude. Told me I was wasting his time. I had to basically demand to be moved to a different register to try the coupons. You know, and, you know, that's that. And then, you know, when we get to the register, they scan, but he's still trying to tell me that there's no reason. So instead of saying I'm sorry for the difficulty, I don't know, like, what the deal is with the scanner. But, you know, now they're scanning or whatever. It was just kind of like, well, you're still wrong. Now, I don't need him to tell me I'm right because I know I'm right. But at least be like, I don't know why those other scanners aren't working. They should all be working. Well, they're all the same, so there's no reason why this one is working. And that just means there's something wrong with your coupons. Really, dude. And, you know, I'm telling him, like, basically the store manager told me that I was committing coupon fraud. And when he said, well, this one was copied. Why is it not in color? This cannot be a legitimate coupon. And then I, you know, deductive reasoning. Okay, so you're telling me I'm committing fraud. So when I come out and say, so you're telling me I'm committing coupon fraud, and he tells me, don't try to start an argument with me. Deductive reasoning is, okay, if coupon fraud is having a fake coupon, using a coupon inappropriately, or copying internet printed coupons and trying to use them, then you're telling me that I'm committing coupon fraud. That's what you're telling me. Like, I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm telling you that you're telling me that I'm committing coupon fraud. Anyway, then, like, the district manager was like, well, when you went to the last register, didn't he have to, like, hold the coupon there for a long time for it to work? Okay, first of all, should it matter? Because it worked. At the other register, they were holding that bad boy down in there. They were jiggle it, tried it 4 or 5 times for each coupon. None of them worked. None of them worked. Okay? Then when we get to the last register, the first manufacturer coupon he scanned did it with no problem. Then when he attempted to scan the internet printable, he had to, like, wiggle it in front of the scanner, and it scanned. So it doesn't matter because it's scanned. So to me, you're making an excuse now. You're making an excuse. To me, that's you making a damn excuse. Okay? And then when I say, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, the only way he would have known that. Good job.
I'm clean.
Good job.
They're all clean.
I'm glad you're all clean. So then when I tell him, you know, well, first of all, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, the only way you would know that he had to wiggle it a couple times in front of the scanner is if you talk to the store manager. Because I didn't put that in my complaint. So it's like, oh, so that's why you call, like in my head, that's why you're calling me with an attitude, because you've already spoken to the store manager, and you've basically already decided who it is you're calling and that I'm making all this shit up. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I know you have to trust your employees for your company to work, okay? There has to be trust there. And I don't expect you to fire him right off the bat. But really, you need to sit down with him and be like, look, this is just totally craziness. You know, even if he was having a bad day, I have a bad day. I'm sure everybody has a bad day. Even if he was having a bad day, you know, because at the end of it, he was being not as mean. I mean, he was still being a little short, but he wasn't being as rude as he was when he first approached me. And we had this big, huge thing. You know, so even if he realized, like, oh, I need to calm the hell down. Like, okay, but the way he came at me was crazy. The way he came at me was crazy. So I'm just kind of like, really? Like, and then when he's like, well, I'll talk to the store manager about it. Okay, but you've already spoken to him because there's details about my interaction with the store manager that I did not recount in the complaint that I made to the Safeway corporate office. So you've obviously already spoken with him. So you saying to me, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'll speak with the manager. To me, that's complete bullshit because you've already spoken to the manager. You've already spoken to him. So what is it? So of course I called corporate back and I was like, I'm not satisfied. Who's above him? Because that's who I want to talk to. So now I have to wait and talk to whoever it is. And I'm still upset about it. You know what I mean? I'm still upset. But now that I'm not as shaken, of course now I have an opinion because I'm not as shaken. But so now I'm still upset about it. My husband right now is paintballing because he's angry. So he went paintballing with some coworkers to shoot some shit. That's what he said. To shoot some shit to make himself feel better. So thank you everyone who gave me those kind words, private messages. I really appreciate it. I will keep you guys updated on the deal with Safeway. Because I'm not letting this go now. Because now that he has just, like, I feel humiliated. When the lady came up to me in the parking lot and basically told me, like, he shouldn't have treated you that way. Okay, now I feel really humiliated. Because obviously it wasn't just in my head. And when my son told me that the dude at the store was mean, okay, I'm not making that shit up. I'm not exaggerating that shit in my head. Like, no. Like, that was legit. For real. So, thank you. Sorry about the cussing. I'm really upset. And I usually try not to cuss, but I'm just pretty upset at this point. Alright? So, everybody, peace out and have a great day couponing.